All right. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Chaos Before Cosmos. Just wondering if somebody can give me a sound check. Let me know if you can hear. I need. Okay, let's just use that there. Okay, there we go. Good. Thank you. Awesome. Good stuff. All right. So, forgive me, guys, as well if it's a bit noisy in the background and stuff. I am streaming from out the front, and I do have my internet connection being upgraded at the moment. So, I've got people working at the house. So, if it does get a little bit distracting, I do apologize. All right, what else do I need? I need some beats. That's what I need. I need some background beats. Give me something good. Come on. My computer's running a little bit slow too. How are you guys? How are you, Twinkle? You good, beautiful? All right. While that's loading, I'll just patiently wait. While that's loading, I won't go through anything. I'll just wait. Oh, come on, man. Seriously. She's impatient this morning. She's impatient. All right, let's turn that down. All right. Can hear an alarm going off in the background. Nat, how are you, beautiful? How you been doing? You all right? Probably overworked, underpaid. What the? Oh, I'm like, right. Yeah, you kind of gotta turn the volume on if you want to hear, right? Interesting track that's playing. Are we sure this is my music, Spotify? Like, are we sure? Do you just look at shit and go, is that really mine? I don't know if that's mine. I feel like this isn't my list. Anyway. What is this doing? We're not getting uploaded chat. We're not getting anything in here. We're not everything's being retarded today. All right. Anyway, let's get into this message for you guys today. We'll go through the daily jazz first. Again, could be collective or could be for the signs. If you guys saw the thumbnail, you could be Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. I'm also getting Mars, all right, so that you could have this in your Mars placement. So again, message isn't going to be for everybody. You could be seeing 2323. It's another indication that this is going to be a message for you. Also, if you are single, bilingual, ready to mingle. Okay, so if you're not single, bilingual, ready to mingle, this probably isn't your read. This is about a new love situation. Okay, so it's new love energy. Let's get through the daily jazz for this message today. Man, alarm bell's going off still, man. Turn your alarm off, right? Could feel like somebody's breaking and entering, right? Breaking in, breaking down the walls, breaking down the fort that you've built around your heart. It is the 28th. It's Tuesday the 28th of April, 2026. That number breaks down to 141, which equates to the number 6, Virgo energy. Tuesday is ruled by planet Mars, which is Aries, Scorpio energy, Sun in Taurus, Moon's in Libra. So both of those placements are ruled by Venus. So heavy emphasis again on love. You guys could be seeing 2323. So for those of you guys that are seeing that numerology, it's an indication that it's suggesting the arrival of a new supporting loving partner. And you're being called to trust this energy and open your heart. So again, alarm bells going off, right? So I don't know, again, somebody breaking into or breaking down something. I'm not getting like this is a warning or you need to be afraid of something, or don't be alarmed, don't panic, it's organic. You could be meeting this person organically. Okay, so again, I feel like this is probably going to be not where we're talking about online dating. So, you know, you might have crossed paths with somebody. You might be about to cross paths with somebody. Okay. Or again, this is what you're calling in. The track Love Shy by Christine Blonde, that was released in 1980. I was about to say 1988, so 88 could be significant, 1988 could be significant, 80s could be significant, but I meant to say 1998, which breaks down to the number 9. 9 also being tied to Mars, again, Aries, Scorpio energy, also Sagittarius. Christine Blonde, born the 16th of the 4th, 1975. That she's a life path 6. So again, we're seeing that 6 energy showing up in this read. So again, somebody could be Virgo, it could be you, them. Christine Blonde was an Aries, right? So again, strong Aries placements. I'm getting more so that Aries energy is the action, right? Somebody taking action here. Scorpio energy, I desire, right? So there could be again like a strong attraction between you and a particular individual, or that's what's going to be happening here. Somebody also being courageous enough or brave enough to invite love back into their world. All right, so that could be another significant factor for you guys as well. The lyrics in particular: try to be patient, I know it's hard, but it'll be worth all the while. With me it's a slow kind of style. When you feel your intentions stray, remember that love is the reason. The good things in life don't come easy, right? So, somebody might need your patience collective, right? So, if you're meeting new people or you're meeting this person, they might need just a little bit of extra patience, a little bit of extra love and care. Again, for those of you that have been working through past traumas and trying to heal things from previous relationships, there'll still be things that when you get into a new situation that, you're only going to know how to face those problems or those challenges when they come up. The difference though between, now and back then for most of you guys is that, you're aware of what is important, right? The key factors of how to have a healthy relationship, what a healthy relationship should be. But you may still struggle with the opening up, the trusting, allowing people into your heart space. Okay, so it is going to require taking a bit of a leap of faith for some of you guys on that part, and for some of you guys it's going to be about recognizing that in whoever this individual is and nurturing that within them. Okay, so this could be a bit of a a slow kind of connection, so slow and steady. Again, like feeling out energy, making sure that people are feeling comfortable, and communication is definitely going to be key here. All right, so something about again, like needing to be open, right, and trusting that again, depending on whether this is you who is needing the patience or you who's needing to give it, but either way, this is going to be again something that's going to need to be nurtured, or a situation or individuals that need to be nurtured. All right, so I'm going to get a few more details on who, what, when, where, right? The details of this situation. Again, I wasn't going to read today, but I felt a strong call to do this. So here we are, babies. Here we are. So again, new love read, not going to be for everybody. All right, I'm going to start out by pulling some oracle cards. You started. Oh wow, that's going to be a bit full on. That I can imagine it's a little bit painful. Cool, calm, and crazy, right? I don't know how we do cool, calm, and crazy, guys. If you're in here as well, please double tap your screen, hit that like button for me if you can, please, and thank you. If you're not subbed to the channel, also sub to the channel, right? Drop a comment, get involved. Oh, we're dropping things. So I don't know, collective, like there could be some some things here that you might need to let go of as well still, right? You still might need to drop some ideas, some perceptions, some trauma. Okay, but we've got guiding light here. So even when you feel lost, there's always hope, advice, direction, faith, right? So I don't know, again, like somebody could need to, again, very gently kind of lead somebody or guide somebody into a space of trust, okay, or also guiding and leading somebody into their heart space. Okay, there could be a lot of passion that you and this person share, or you could feel quite passionate about this person. This is also, again, like for some of you guys, like the intensity of this may make you nervous. Okay, so again, like it might rattle your cage a little bit, especially if You know, you've never experienced these kind of feelings before. I mean, you know, you might have experienced love at a prior point in life, or feelings, you know, in regards to romance or partnerships in the past. But again, you're in a different place, right? You're in a very, very different place to where you once were. So things are going to be different. You're going to be different. The way you operate in relationships is going to be different, right? Deep waters. So, you know, I feel like, again, it's a very deep emotional connection that you're going to be having with this individual. And for a lot of you guys, this is exactly what you've been manifesting, right? A deep, solid connection here with depth. Right, again, Scorpio, that Scorpio energy showing up as well in this reading. You know, again, like that desire to connect on a deeper emotional level, like, is definitely going to be present in this connection. Okay, so again, somebody's going to be taking some sort of action here. All right, lots of passion. Keep getting passion. You know, you could just be a very passionate person, passionate about life, what you do. Okay. So it could be a bit of a surprise, right? This could be a bit of a surprising adventure that undertake, right? Could feel like a bit of an undertaking, right? Could feel like a bit, I want to say for some of you guys, this could actually feel like almost like a bit of a task, right? In the sense of it's a challenge here, something to overcome and navigate. Your gifts could also, your intuitive gifts could also increase here with this emotional connection, all right? Just with that lighthouse, and you know, to me that looks like a bit of a moon situation there as well. So I feel like, again, this is going to guide you out of, or again, guide you into a much more positive, but still, I want to say like it's upbeat, but it's also very deep, right? So again, there's polarity here, there's diversity, there's a lot, right? It's, I want to say like yummy goodness, right? 5-5 on the screen there. So 5-5, number 10, number 1. So again, you know, major cycles completed, new beginnings. So I don't know, you and this person could also both be you know, starting fresh when it comes to life as well. Okay, so there's I'm seeing a lot of butterflies out here in the yard as well this morning. So, you know, you could have gone through deep transformations here with the moon in reverse, you know, alleviating a lot of fears, right? And this is what this relationship is going to do. It's going to push you to work through some of the fears that you've now got surrounding relationships due to your past experiences. I mean, you guys know now how to, you know, spot red flags or what not to get involved with. But, you know, you might still be, again, like hesitant to get into anything new here. All right. So with the Page of Swords here, I'm getting more so, again, like communication, right? Feeling free and having no fear when it comes to communicating, right? Ideas, feelings. Got the 4. Whoa. How that went quick, right? How did we go from eliminating fears to the Chariot and the 4 of Wands? So, you know, for some of you guys, again, like this is paving the way to something that's going to be long term, right? Long-term stability, marriage. Like some of you guys, you might not want to get married, but it'll be the equivalent of. Okay, so again, you are being guided to trust this individual. Okay, it's different if you're seeing red flags, right? But for some of you guys, you need to be able to recognize, or you're going to have to work out when it's actually your perception from prior experiences that are actually altering the way that you behave in certain situations. So, you know, for some of you guys, you may, you know, be standoffish, or you may have a guard up so high purely because you've been hurt in the past. And again, you might be reacting to certain things from a past perspective and turning them into situations that aren't really existing. So again, you're going to have to be very, very mindful that you don't allow past situations to impact or to sabotage this connection, or again, any connection that you're having here. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, I want to say, like, again, like this could be a very, I'm just getting like a fair deal, right? Like those hands shaking, right? Again, like it could be a very fair situation here. Also an opportunity to expand upon resources, right? Ideas, again, stability, right? This brings stability. The Lovers is here. So, you know, again, this is a choice that you're going to have to make in moving forward with this individual and how you move forward, all right? But again, you're being guided to open up your heart here, right? For some of you guys, again, like you are very, very guarded here with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you're protecting yourself, protecting your physical space, trying to maybe protect your peace. Okay, we've got a Queen of Wands coming out here, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the Hermit underneath. So, I don't know, again, like you could be, you know, you might feel quite confident, right? But maybe when it's just you on your own, okay? But when it comes to connecting with people, maybe that gets you a little bit, you know, again, like with that Five of Pentacles coming out there, you've been wounded, right? Some of you guys will, you know, have been abandoned in the past as well. And it's not that you're still fearing, it's not that you're still fearing people leaving you. I think for some of you guys, you're more so fearing like just engaging with individuals and wasting time with people that, you know, situations aren't going to go anywhere, and having to, like, you know, just have these little moments of your peace disrupted, right? And I can understand that, but again, you know, feeling confident when you're on your own here in hermit mode, right? When you're able to just sit with yourself, okay? But we need to now expand beyond that, right? And allow ourselves to be confident and comfortable and, you know, feel secure and safe within the space of others as well, right? So, but again, you're not going to know that you've got these things coming up until you kind of get there. So, you know, for some of you guys, Queen of Swords energy, you know, you're sitting in a very, very independent energy. With the Three of Wands in coming out here, you know, you are going through growth, right? But with the Two of Swords that came out straight after that, again, you could be going a little bit back and forth about what direction you want to go. Do I want to bring somebody into my world? Do I want to, or dragonfly? Somebody, again, like for whoever you are, collective, again, whoever is going to be going through this is going to be very transformative, with the butterflies, the dragonflies all being out here this morning, right? This connection, this person, right? The way that they handle you, the way that you handle them, it's going to transform, it's going to transform you on a soul level, right? At the core. Okay. And that's why, for those of you that this message is actually for, and this is the energy that's coming in for you guys, it's important to allow yourself this opportunity by trusting this process, right? And having that growth that you've been hoping for. Okay. So, you know, you might not be able to see where things are kind of going to go, but that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of trusting what's about to unfold. You're not always going to know. Okay. And anything could change. Yes. Right. Things could change. Okay. But, you know, it's not the past. You're not living in the past. You're not about to make the same choices that you made in the past. Yeah, Seven of Wands, right? Yeah, again, you're very defensive, okay? Or you could come across as being very defensive or very guarded, right? Which is going to be hard, right? If, especially, I want to say it like this as well, you know, Divine Feminine, don't be so guarded when it comes to, you know, masculine approaching, right? Like, you've got to allow people at least the opportunity, especially those of you guys that are, you know, wanting love, wanting connections, right? You know, it's being standoffish or being closed off is actually going to deter people from wanting to get close to you or wanting to come in and connect with you. All right. So try not to be so defensive. I know, again, with that peace sign there, you want to protect your peace. All right. You've worked very, very hard to gain that peace. Okay. I'm seeing 7-7, number 14, the number 5, right? I can see you've done a lot to change, right? You've made a lot of changes, and that's all well and good. Okay. But in order to get to that next level, in order to have, you know, the connection that you want, you're going to have to, you know, that one last time, be willing to open up your heart and trust. Okay. But with the perception that, you know, everybody that's kind of coming in is a Knight of Cups in reverse, you know, that, you know, maybe you're not taking certain people seriously, or you're not going to take certain people seriously when they try and make some sort of approach. Okay. So we've got the Eight of Wands here at the bottom. So, you know, it does look like there's going to be some sort of communication here, or, you know, communication is very much going to be a key factor in building a trusting relationship with this individual. And I said something about 88, seeing now 88 on the screen, so 88 can be significant, right? So you know, whatever this communication is, right? Eight of Wands to the Page of Wands, you know, it's going to get you excited, right? It's going to get you feeling, you know, I want to say for some of you guys, you know, it'll start making you feel a little bit giddy, but you may still, even with the excitement, still kind of revert back to a previous kind of version of yourself, okay? And that, again, even just the fear of opening up could also like put you at a place where you're scared, right, that you actually reject it. Okay, so you know, you could see this as an illusion, or like you're just dreaming, all right? But it's like you're gonna have to trust, all right? Again, I keep just getting trust, right? Wheel of Fortune is here, right? So it's time for this change, right? It's time that again, you allowed this this energy to flow through, right? So oh, I'm getting for somebody here as well, like you're in this you have got this idea about yourself that you are open to it, but there's something about you energetically which isn't translating in the same sense, right? So for some of you guys, it's an energy thing, okay? You are going through an awakening. For some of you guys, you know, you are just starting to sort of wake up to the fact that you've still got I don't say issues, right? But you've still got these things which could potentially be from a previous loss. Okay, so this could have been, yeah, again, a cycle that has already closed out. Okay, but it's again, it's messing with your perception of things, and with the Seven of Cups coming out here, you know, again, like you could be thinking that something is an illusion when it's not, or thinking something might be too good to be true, or, you know, just feeling like everybody's fake out there, everybody's false, right? I want it, but I'm not really letting it in. And I'm getting that sort of energy, right? Again, like somebody's just very, very defensive, okay? Very defensive. Somebody would like to or wants to take action towards you, or is going to want to take action towards you. But I feel like this person is, with the Hierophant coming out, you know, like this person has like a lot of wisdom, right? This is somebody who has probably experienced a lot in life. Okay, they've learnt a lot. This could also be somebody who is who holds a lot of faith, right? This could be also a very, very faithful person. But this is somebody who's also traditional, right? Who likes to do things by the book. Okay, King of Wands, right? This is somebody who's a good leader. They have good self-control, very charismatic, very charming, right? And maybe you might see certain qualities as also being, you know, maybe manipulative. Maybe there'll be things about this person that kind of remind you of your ex and trigger you, right? But this, like I said, this person's definitely got wisdom, knowledge, right, that they've learnt. Okay, this is a very healing, whoever this person is, they could be very healing, a very healing energy. This, again, this connection could be a very good thing for you, right? Like a very healing experience for some of you guys. Okay, this is also, again, what some of you guys have been wishing for. Okay, but until you're able to also like balance out your thoughts and emotions, right, with the way that you take action, some of you guys are going to struggle to, I don't want to say hold on to this, right, but some of you guys may struggle to not push this person away. Okay, so just be careful of that. Be mindful of that, right? So, because for some of you guys, Four of Cups, you know, you're going to miss the opportunity that Spirit are trying to offer you here, the emotional opportunity that they're offering you here. Okay, this is also, for some of you guys, this is also tied into something to do with your long-term legacy, right? Long-term stability with that Ten of Pentacles there as well. So don't fight it, right? Don't fight it. Don't fight what you've been wanting. All right, we're going to get some ideas of, let's have a look. Who in the collective potential is this for? Again, remember the signs that are placed on this reading, which were butterflies everywhere, man. They're distracting. What was say? Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Right, so you could have those, but you could also, again, have other placements. So we're gonna have a look for collective. We'll grab a few to see. So yeah, you could be a masculine earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Cappy. Alright, so we're talking to a masculine earth sign. Again, we did have Taurus and Virgo in this reading, so heavy on that. You could be a feminine fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Alright. What else have we got? We got also masculine fire sign energy coming out, Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, we had Aries coming out in this reading. Also masculine air sign, okay, or somebody could have a masculine air sign placement. Sorry, somebody, air, I just got air in the moon, masculine in the sun, right? They're a masculine sign in the sun, air in the moon for somebody as well. Okay, we've also got a masculine water sign. So I could be talking to more so divine feminine energy today, right? A lot of masculine energy coming out here, right? Lots of masculine energy. So we do have, we do have it all out here. Do we have it all? Yeah, we've got it all. We do have it all. Right, so again, could be anyone for you guys, right? Strong, I'm going to say strong Mars energy, right? Somebody could have strong Aries placements, strong Scorpio placements, something of that nature, right? That keeps coming out, right? Or strong Earth placements, right? Earth in the moon, air in the moon, right? It's going to be significant. So, I don't know, somebody could be earth in the moon, somebody could be air in the moon. We could have a feminine who's got air in the moon, right? Feminine air in the moon. Again, masculine earth sign, right? Or masculine earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, I'm going to say, like, again, strong signs being earth signs, Aries, Scorpio. But also check your Mars placements, right? Check their Mars placements. You won't be able to check it until you meet this person, but it could be in their Mars as well. Okay, so Moon, Mars, and Venus are going to be the most significant placements for these signs. All right. What else does Spirit want you to know about this situation? Surprise, right? So, you know, it could come by surprise, or again, like, you might find the way that you respond or react to the situation is a surprise. With fishing here, it's time to test the waters, throw in a line and see what bites, right? So, you know, it's time to take that risk, right? Let yourself have this experience, okay? Some of you guys, again, like, might be being a little bit too be intentional, yes, but don't try and control situations or micromanage or manipulate's not the right word, but don't be so strategic when it comes to this situation, this connection. Okay, this is, yeah, joy, right? Something or somebody is bringing you joy, right? So somebody's coming in that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, right? Again, it's a connection that is going to raise your vibrational frequency. It is going to bring about with Delta changes, right? There's going to be changes that occur because of this connection, right? So with Athena here, again, like, Spirit want you to be confident. Okay, keep moving forward in your intended direction. So you are going to be on the right, you're going to know when you're on the right track, right? This is going to be a relationship where, you know, it's not full of red flags, right? 10-10. You've completed cycles, right? You've already been there and done that. You've done the whole karmic cycle, right? So you know what not to go for, and you know how to pull your energy back. You know how to walk away, okay? So trust that you're going to be able to walk away from anything that's not this, right? You're not going to stay around in that. It's a time of enjoyment and celebration, right? So, again, try not to pull your energy back purely because you're feeling vulnerable, right? That's what it is, right? Is somebody's going to feel, don't, like I said before, don't micromanage the situation, right? Just allow this to be that experience, right? Allow yourself to have that person that you know, has that kind of connection that you talk about, right? You talk about wanting it, but actually being in it and not rejecting it and not feeling scared by it. Aphrodite, right? You know, again, if you're inviting it in, then you're going to have to be okay with allowing it to transform you the way that it's meant to, right? So, you know, a new chapter is definitely approaching. Again, for those of you guys that are calling it in, okay. And again, you've got the power to, again, make this good, right? By controlling the intrusive thoughts, right? The thoughts that aren't helpful in this situation, all right? It's like, if you don't start trusting at some point, then when are you going to start, right? When are you going to start? I just get like, for somebody, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're forgetting the fact that you know how to walk away. You know how to pull yourself out, you know? Give me one more. Another dragonfly. Could be the same one that's coming back, so... I don't know, somebody as well, I just said that as well and then got the energy of, so somebody, I don't know, you could have rejected somebody in the recent past, right? Maybe that person could be coming back, so, you know, maybe that sounds annoying. Maybe that person has, you know, just kept their distance and allowed you some time here, right? So again, we had that talk about patience at the beginning of the message with the music message, right? So we've got, you know, heart coming out, right? Open up your heart and let love in, right? Follow your heart in the situation. So again, it is going to be about opening up, right? And being comfortable with allowing yourself to experience that, but it is going to be scary for some of you guys, and I totally get that, right? When, again, like, you've not been able to trust people, or you've shared, you know, vulnerable moments with individuals in the past, and that vulnerability has been, you know, used against you, or, you know, in some sort of way where it's made you close back up, right? I get it, it's hard, you know, but you've got to start again somewhere. And if it's not right, or that person isn't the right person, or, you know, you've placed your trust in them, and you shouldn't have, well, it's simple. What do? You back on out, you walk away, right? It's no different to any other connection or situation that isn't in alignment, right? And that's the thing, right? That's why I keep reminding you guys of the fact that you've already done it, right? By walking away from these toxic situations from your past, where, you know, it might have taken you years, right? Or a long time to actually find the courage and the strength to leave. You know, what's it when you meet new people? Nothing, right? Like, what, you know, you don't have the attachment there at that point. So you should be able to, you know, just easily make that decision to go, you know what, this isn't working for me, right? So I'm just, you know, I'm gonna pull my energy out and try again, right? And that's the thing. It's, you know, if you want it, then you know, you can't give up on it. You're gonna have to be willing to maybe even learn a few lessons along the way. You know, there could still be a few tests that some of you guys might still face, and you're gonna know, right, when you get to the end of it, right? Because you're gonna look back and see the big picture, like, oh yeah, like now I see, like, just the little things, right, that Spirit have been trying to test you with. Because I know for some of you guys, you know, you may have already been getting out and about in, like, dating again, right? And sort of going like, what the fuck, like, just meeting people that are almost like the same fucking energies that you've been with in the past. Only the difference between now and you in the past is that you see it straight away now, and you don't invest in it. Like, you don't move forward with it and commit to it and get too far into it that, you know, it's so hard to pull out, right? That just sounded so wrong on so many levels. Anyway, I just took it to somewhere I shouldn't, right? Like, my mind just went into a full gutter spec then. But you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, you know, you've just got to be mindful and trust yourself, right? That if it's not right, you're going to see the red flags and pull your ass on out of there, right? You're not going to sit around in a situation. But for, like I said, for some of you guys, you are going to still have to meet a few people along the way before you get to this energy. And I'm seeing 1111 now, right? Before you get to this 1111, this stable energy that you're meant to be with, right? To again learn not to go back to repeat old patterns. It could also be for some of you guys that you need to see that you still keep attracting in the same person, or that you still keep gravitating towards the same kind of energies, right? And then, you know, maybe needing to look at, okay, well, clearly I have a type, right? And I need to look at what that is and try to avoid making that same choice over and over and then getting the same results every single fucking time, right? 12. So I'm getting for some of you guys as well, you know, the reason why as well, why this situation, this relationship for some of you guys could be very, very challenging is because for some of you guys, this will be, you know, your divine counterpart, twin flame kind of energies for some of you guys. So it is going to challenge you in a sense of breaking past those old patterns, right? And really pushing you into a space of growth. But again, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be easy, right? But the main thing is if you can trust her, you know, and allow the process to happen, then you're going to have that growth, right? And not only that, you're also going to have the love and support that you need, right? So it goes both ways. You get two for the price of one, baby, you know? So trust yourself to know the difference between who this person is when you meet them and who they aren't, right? Be okay with not being attached, you know, when you meet it, you know, because you might meet a person and, you know, there's attraction, there's passion, whatever. And, you know, a couple of weeks passes and you realize, you know what, this energy is actually not for me. Or we don't align with different values. You know, and it's okay. Like, you got to trust yourself that you're going to go, you know what, I trust myself to go, yeah, that's fine. I'll detach. Like, I'm not attached to that. And even when it comes to this person, you know, you may end up pushing this energy away purely because you're afraid to get that close to a person or love a person that much and then not be there, right? So some of you guys, you know, your attachment, or, you know, you could still have, God, that's annoying. You could still have slight attachment issues, in the sense that, you know, you might, you know, fall in love with a person or have love for a person and then start to fear, like, but like what happens if, like, I'm not going to be with them or if they leave or whatever, right? And then so you reject them based off of a perception that may or may not be right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know until, again, things, you know, start to unravel, right? So again, don't sabotage yourself or the connection based off of fear, right? Because that's again all revolving attachment, right? So we don't want to get attached to the outcome. Enjoy the experience, even if this energy were only to be in your life for a period of time, right? Again, the connection and what its purpose is, the purpose is to, it's mapping the way to healing, right? It's paving a path towards expansion and growth. So, you know, it's like we don't get attached to processes that aren't people when we're trying to heal, right? Where it's just a process. Like if it's a psychological process, like we don't get attached to that, but we appreciate the moment, or we appreciate the experience of, you know, receiving the tools and having the healing and having that growth, right? But then that's it. We're done with those tools, right? We don't get upset that, you know, we no longer need to use them, but we do when it's people, right? And I get it, people and processes are different, but you got to almost treat it the same, right? So that you don't put yourself into a headspace where you start to fry your own brain, right? With fear, you know, like you don't want to be afraid of, like, imagine, you know what I mean, like calling in this beautiful fucking thing and then being afraid of it. Then don't call it in. Don't call in your fears, right? Don't call in your fears so that they manifest and play out, right? Call in the opposite. But I get it. It's gonna be nerve-wracking, right? It's gonna make people nervous. It's gonna make people squeamish, right? Like it's going to rattle your cage a little bit. Let it rattle your cage, you know, let it help you to expand, right? Let it heal you. Let it do what it's meant to, right? And I think one of the biggest lessons for you guys in this situation is going to be your self-trust, right? Because this person, right, whoever this individual is going to be somebody that you can trust, right? But this is more about trusting yourself to be able to make those decisions, trusting the choices that you make, right? Trusting that if things don't go right, that you will, you know, pull your energy back and do what's right for you, you know? Don't be scared, right? That's the silly things. There's worse things to be scared of, like your ex coming back, you know, and wanting to reconcile. That'd be far scarier to deal with than a new person coming in. Anyway, I might, while we're still here, let's do a little bit, let's do some little personals here, right? So I think a good question, if you guys would like to jump in on this, right, would be to ask, what would be, or what could be a potential block, right, when it comes to this new connection. Right, so that you've got maybe something to focus on, something that you can look at working through and navigating through before this energy actually comes in. You're going to watch from the beginning after. So if anybody would like to, get a reading on that, yeah, you want Amber? Absolutely beautiful. We can have a look at that. So we can see like what's going to be that thing that could potentially come up in this situation that's going to fuck up this beautiful situation for you, right? So let's just give these a really, really good shuffle. Ooh, Amber, babes, you know what? I mean, I know your energy well enough. I have a feeling I have a feeling I know what will come out here. Right? I have a feeling I know what will come out here. And for you, I think it's going to be potentially the way you come across, right? Look, and I get you, girl, right? It's a Mercury in Leo thing, right? Like it can sometimes just be the way that we communicate things or the way we speak about certain things, right? But that could be a bit of a factor, right? Like the way, so people could, I don't know, just find it a little bit closed off or a bit cut off or a bit, unapproachable, yeah. Scary, right? I want to say scary, but like you're not scary, right? Just scary, but that's you could be a little bit intimidating, I know people say that I can tend to be unapproachable at times, and yet people still try it. All right, let's have a look. For Amber, what's going to be... Hey. Four of Pentacles. So, yeah, it could be, again, like a bit too closed off, maybe a bit guarded, holding on to your goodies. But yeah, definitely for you, it's holding back, right? Protection, right? You're just trying to protect yourself. Okay. So if that's the way that you're going to come across, then that may then interpret to that person as you're not interested, right? So again, you're going to have to be mindful of your body language here, right? Ten of Wands as well, Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you could come across as being a little bit cold, maybe detached as well, and oh, I love you, girl, but maybe you could be coming across a little bit highly strung as well. If you're feeling stressed out or under pressure or, that sort of thing when you're engaging with certain people, then yeah, you could be sort of coming across as a bit, again, I'm seeing the dragonfly right now in the front yard, Amber. So again, like use this opportunity or, use these experiences, whether it's people that you just meet before this individual, but use it as a grounds for healing that, right? For transforming that. Okay. Because you don't want to be staunching out. You don't want to be like Leo staunching out, like, somebody that's actually going to help heal you, that's going to understand. And that's the thing. This energy is going to understand those aspects, right? Sorry, that's a bit loud, guys, but we might just go for a little walk around here over here. But yeah, like you might just, again, like be, quite surprised by the fact that this individual, again, this, because we got to remember, like, what are you manifesting, right? Like, unless you're manifesting a douchebag that doesn't have these qualities, then you shouldn't have to worry about it, right? You're manifesting what you've manifested, so you need to assume that that's what's coming in, or that's what the person is. But if you're not able to recognize that this person like has that ability to nurture or to understand, right, and straight away like get defensive, then you're gonna miss out on the understanding and the empathy and compassion that you've kind of been seeking from other individuals, if that makes sense, right? Because again, like, this individual is going to understand that you've been hurt before, right? There's going to be somebody that like I said, has been through their own shit, they've been through it themselves. So and they've probably, you know, been through a lot of their own healing, you know. So they know from within themselves. And just like you know within yourself what needs to be nurtured, you know, it's also like about being mindful, you know, with whoever you're meeting about nurturing them as well, right? So, you know, if people have maybe been cold or distant or closed off to whoever you're meeting as well, again, that could translate or be a trigger for this other person, you know. And so we got to be mindful of that, you know, on both sides. Again, like I said, complete difference when it's just not somebody who's in alignment. And sure, it is what it is, right? But try and take whatever lesson that you could out of it. Look for, you know, whatever spirit we're trying to show you in that moment with that situation, and take that with you and carry that with you as the lesson, and then apply that to the next situation, you know. All right, they're finished drawing. I'm going to sit back down there for a minute. But if anybody else would like to, I'll grab some cards for you if you want to know what the potential blockage for you is, so that you can, you know, be aware of it, look at it, see what you can do to, you know, start working through whatever that is. Hold up one sec. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Just working out where the connections are getting set up. So, hey, hey, hey. But who else is still in here? What are you guys doing? Who's in here? What are we talking about? Does everybody want to get some cards on that same question? Man, like there's like ridiculous amounts of butterflies, monarchs, white ones, black and white ones. Like they're everywhere today. How are you? How are you, darling? Hope you're doing well. I know I'm terrible. I'm terrible at checking in on homies from time to time. What's been going on though? You've been keeping keeping out of trouble, mister? You're well? Considering? Oh. Considering what? What are we considering? What's under consideration here? Well, that's good. No, they're two different energies, babe. Two different energies. Well, I think we'll have to debrief. Homie. On. I mean, 3 weeks to get yourself in and out of shit, right? We'll definitely have to debrief. We'll have to debrief on that. But as long as you're good, as long as you're getting yourself out of shit, not just getting into shit, you know. Sucks when you just get into the shit and you can't get out of it, right? How are you, Junior Dog? How are you? Man, Junior Dog, you know, you're a fucking, you're a legend, homie, right? Like, Junior Dog's he's like, you know, there's just silent support, you know, that silent support that you just get, you know, doesn't say a lot, you know, doesn't ask for much, you know, Junior Dog never asks for anything, but just, you know, shows support quietly to the channels that, you know, he supports. I love that. I do. I fucking love it. I love the silent support. You'll debrief? Good, because it's been a long time, and it's been a long time since you've said something tragic in the way that you say it and made me laugh, right? I swear, man, like, Drastic has a way of telling tragic stories or stories that should be, viewed as being, sad or unfortunate, but just the way that he tells them cracks me the fuck up. I can't help but laugh when he tells me these stories, and I feel so mean because, like, he's technically pouring his heart and soul out, but he's doing it in such a comical way. I can't fucking help it, right? Like, I can't help it. I can't. I can't. How many times where I had to like apologize for like laughing at you, right? But like you narrate everything like a fucking comedian, right? Everything's like a comedy fucking skit with this one. All my vines are moving. It's windy out here today. It's nice though. It's warm and windy. You have a what tattoo? Hey, I can't even see I can't even see that emoji properly. No, I can't see. I can't tell what tattoo you've got. Oh, oh. Yeah, well, look, I think, peacocking, right? Fuck, why weren't Leos like peacocks? I don't know. Could have been sure. Why didn't they use a peacock in the zodiac? You know what I mean? Like, why are we discriminating against the peacocks? In fact, what sign do you think would have best suited the peacock? Aries or Leo? Right? It could only be one of those two. Right? Maybe Sag. Definitely have to be a fire sign though.